And just kind of waiting for other people to kind of log on. Do you hear the dryer in the back, or am I good? Oh, there it is. Okay. Just kind of waiting for other people to kind of. Oh, there I am. All right, I'm gonna mute my volume. Oh, there it is. Because I can hear myself, and I'm pretty sure other people can hear me too if I double it up. There we go. Man, I look a little bit tired, which kind of am because I had stickball practice. So, okay, Tanaskapi, everyone. Uh, Netaniku Emeteo Kawan. Hello, everybody. Or hello, what's up, everyone? My name's Little Dog, and thanks for joining us today on today's Entertainers with Little Dog. I am just sharing to the social media pages this YouTube live. That way, I can make sure that everybody else can follow along and watch. So, at oh, cool, I can do it at followers on the computer and at highlight to make sure that everybody is here. Share it to the page as well as today's Entertainers with Little Dog. And we are good. So, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is today's Entertainers with Little Dog, and we have a wonderful show for you guys today. All right. We have a couple of very distinguished guests. We have Robbie Mitz coming on today, and he's the actor, writer, director of Stairway. And we also have Ronnie Hummel, who is an industry veteran. Sorry, my hair is a little messed up. I played stickball. I came here straight after stickball, so doing the best I can. And I know my hair is a little all over the place, but it doesn't look too bad right now. Anyways, I play stickball with DFW Kabucha in Dallas every Sunday between 3 and 5 off the Rugged Drive entrance. You guys are welcome to join us. Uh, we want to thank today's sponsors, of course. We have Language Academy, who is one of our promotion. They promote us a lot, and so we really appreciate them. And that's why this lesson in Blackfeet is brought to you by Blackfoot Language Academy on Facebook. So today's Blackfoot 101 is Ikitamikisiko. Ikitamikisiko, okay? And what that means is it's a happy day. And now I know that a lot of y'all don't know this, but one of my friends, Mike Simpson, his birthday's today. So to you, sir, Ikitamikisiko. And for me, it won't be until this coming Friday. This coming Friday, it is my birthday. Make sure my mic is on. Okay. And so Ikitamik Sixiko. Everybody whose birthday is in January, Ikitamik Sixiko. This is our birthday month. Enjoy it, okay? If you want to see me, there we go. Ikitami Sixiko. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide a little bit more information ahead of time next time so that way we can put it up on the screen and whatnot, okay? We got Robbie Mitz is excited to join us today, and so our other sponsor that we have going on is Red Bones Financial. This episode is also provided by Red Bones Financial, where we're able to do life, health, senior benefits. Just got licensed with the state to be able to do pension reviews with teachers. So, well, licensed and contracted. So, and then my last sponsor is for my acting is peaceoflifeshop.com. That's peace, Peace of OF life life.com. It's a hemp product, okay? This is illegal here in Texas because we are in Texas and I do not encourage anything illegal. This is, there we go, not marijuana, it's a hemp product, not marijuana, okay? Thank you, peaceoflife.com. And now on to the episode today. So I am super excited to announce that we do have these going on. Like I said, we have Robbie Mitz coming on today. And He's been a good friend of mine. I've known him for a little while. He's been an awesome guy. Ronnie Hummel. Everybody knows Ronnie Hummel. And so, we want you guys to ask your questions. Whenever they come on screen, ask your questions. If you have a comment, if you want to know how to get started in acting, this is a good place, a good resource to start. If you're looking for independent projects to keep an eye on that you're going to want to watch, these are both very good people to ask because they have a lot of projects out. Well, Ronnie Hummel has a lot of projects out. Robbie is preparing us for something that's out. He's got a trailer out for Stairway, and it is actually a World War II era type video, okay? Our film that's going to be coming out. So there is a trailer on YouTube for Stairway. All right. Now, for today's show, let me see how much time. 7 9. Okay, cool. So there were a couple announcements that I had done. Over the past weekend, I had the opportunity to go to Oklahoma. I was in Oklahoma City, and it was super fun. I got to play stickball at the FAM Museum, which is the first American museum in Oklahoma City, and it was a exhibition pickup game. It was my first match. It was super fun. It was awesome. And then we came back, and over this past weekend, I also did. Oh, that was a little while back, but this past weekend we played at the Star in Frisco, and Robbie actually made it out to see us. So that was pretty cool. Appreciate the support, bro. But the Native American Native American All Star game in football was there. Now I did see somebody, and I didn't catch it till later on, but Tatanka out of the Sixican Nation, the Blackfeet flag, was up there, and I didn't get to chat with him. But it's cool to see somebody from the same nation in the game. There was also Flathead, Rocky Boy. They were also from Montana areas, as well as you know several other nations, tribes. There was Choctaw, there was Cherokee, there was Apache, but it was a Native American All Star game in Frisco. It's every year. They don't really get the same publicity as the non Indigenous All Star game, but it was pretty cool to watch. And then at halftime, we did the halftime show. We played some Choctaw stickball, and you can actually see that on my profile. So, anyways, check these out right here. These are kind of new. Got that at the ICCT, or the Intertribal Community. Uh, inter- I'm sorry. I have to go back over to it. I tried to remember it by memory, but it's not popping. Like I said, I just got off of uh, Intertribal Community Council of Texas. That's what it is. And so I was able to remember it. How about that? Anyways, without what we're gonna do is we're gonna outline this show tonight. It's gonna be fun. Sorry, I got Milo Squeezy here. I do a lot of my mind races a lot. This helps to pace myself. I have not done anything for my sponsors, so not yet. And this is usually what I do. I have a little anxiety. I do have ADHD quite a bit. So this is what I do in order to allow myself to focus whenever I don't do anything else. So I do appreciate all of you logging on today and watching me and keeping up with me. I hope that, we put together a much better show. Hopefully we don't have the technical difficulties we did last time, and Robbie doesn't lose audio, or Ronnie. So without further ado, after this pause, is Robbie in the waiting room right now? I saw him commenting. Okay. Well, I'm going to pause in order to pause for an ad that we're going to post on the fully edited version. And it's just so that way, we can insert the ad without interrupting the commentary. So we've been getting better about that. And so if you see me pause, I'm pausing for that. So, but anyways, actor, he started off in Robbie Mitz started off in background. That's where I met him. I met him on the set of Bass Reeves a little over a year and 9 months ago, closing in on 2 years. Anyways, he's been a great friend. He's somebody that you definitely want to get to know and want to keep an eye on. He's got a very promising future in the industry. And even on most recent lands, sets that I've met him on months ago, he started telling me about his project that he's going to put together. And it is a World War II era project. So that does touch on some sensitive topics, and it has something to do more with his personal life as well. But I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm going to let Robbie do that. So, right after this break, we will be back with Robbie. So, pause for effect. All right. And we are back. So, we're going to be Robbie in real quick. Oh, Robbie, you're in the wrong area, buddy. You got to go to the guest link, not the audience link. I see you commenting in the audience, so you went to the wrong link, buddy. I'm glad I kind of ended my monologue a little quickly, so that way we can get him get him in the right location. Let me also let him know in the chat too. So for all of you who don't know, I actually do set up a chat, and I do TEWLD, and I also do the I'm sorry. I put everybody that's going to be in the show in this chat, so that way we can all stay on the same page. So let me message him. Is he in the guests right now? Oh well. Let me talk to you a little bit about more about stickball then while we're waiting. Okay, thanks. Well, I do see that he's looking at the message right now. He's about to reply on there. Anyways, that's what the chat is for, so that way we can do a little bit more of a live he said he's trying, so that way we can do a little bit more of a live chat with all the guests and be able to keep everybody up to date and on the same page. So glad I get to do that, and that's why we do the messenger, because I don't mind doing everything via email. That's how I like to do the initial stuff. That's actually what I prefer for the initial stuff, but during the show I prefer chat, as I'm already on Facebook, and it's not going to take a super long time, and we can reply to each other and help each other out. So, Robbie, go ahead and follow the link that Will just shared into the chat, and I will see you in a second, buddy. But anyways, so if you guys are familiar with lacrosse, then you've seen a form of stickball. That is the sport that derived out of Choctaw stickball and or Kabuchitoli, also known as Little Brother of War. And so it's kind of like a mix of I guess you could say rugby as well as lacrosse. It's an old indigenous game that used to be played together. It wasn't always played for fun. You can also see some segments of it and on the show Echo. If you watch that from the Marvel TV series on Disney, they play a little stickball in there. Okay. And so go check it out. You'll see Mike Simpson on there as well. And so tell him happy birthday today. I know he's got a lot of messages and he tells a lot of people happy birthday, but wish him happy birthday. So all from all of us from today's entertainment with Little Dog, happy birthday, Mike. And without further ado, now we have Robbie. Robbie, how's it
Hey,
going?
little dog. Hey, how are you doing, Lafayama?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Doing all right, doing all right. That was my bad on I clicked on the wrong link by accident, but
It's all good. I saw
no,
you
I'm
commenting in
here.
there, and I was like, huh. Usually he says, I was like, he's got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So, Robbie, introduce yourself to our audience real quick. Who you are, give us a little bit of a background on you, and then I'll ask my next question. Okay.
Yeah, of course, y'all. So hi, my name is Robbie Mitz. I'm an actor, director, and a producer now, active in the DFW area as well as other parts of Texas and Louisiana. And I've been involved in the industry for about 3.5, going on 4 years now. And that's actually where and like Lafayama said earlier, I met him on the set of Bass Reeves when we were filming in Stephenville, and I've been with him ever since, especially on our recent stuff, Landman and the Morning of. If y'all haven't checked the Morning of, that's a really good indie film that was shot out here in Dallas and in a little part of Fort Worth.
Oh, for
But
sure. Yeah, it was.
so
Oh, sorry. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Morning Up was
no,
actually
no,
pretty
no, no.
fun. Mercedes Alonso did a great job. It's going to
Yeah,
film festivals right now, actually.
that is so cool. Yeah, I actually got the chance to watch it. It was really good. I mean, the quality was really good, especially when we were over in that cemetery.
Yeah,
But
it was great. I got to. I think we watched it together over at the theater in Dallas, right? And then he also
yeah,
said the
yeah,
link
yeah,
out
yeah,
too.
yeah. That was
That was pretty
yeah,
fun.
yeah. That was a whole lot of fun.
So,
But as Lafayama said earlier,
oh no, go ahead.
so yes, oh yeah, sorry. So yes, I am as of now producing my own screenplay, which I'm both starring in and directing, and this is the first big thing I'm doing aside from being an extra. But so yes, it does. So it does, as Lafayama said, it does focus on like during World War II and the Holocaust, and it is based on a true story. It's actually based on my grandfather's story. You know, my grandfather, he was a Holocaust survivor himself. It's a coming of age drama about a let's just say it revolves around a Jewish immigrant resettling in a new environment.
Nice. That is awesome, man. Now, I do want to dive deeper into that. However, let's back it up a little bit. How long have you been acting?
So I've been acting for, I would say, I started acting in when I was in high school. You know, I've always been a performing artist. Ever since I was a small kid, I knew that I would be an entertainer in one way because I actually started off playing piano. My grandmother, she was a pianist for she was actually a piano professor for over 56 years at Dallas Baptist University, but until she retired due to the pandemic. But I so yes, and my grandfather, you know, he's from Vienna. You know, Vienna, that's the music capital of the world. So naturally, they pushed that onto their kids, and then their kids pushed it onto their kids. So me and my sister grew up playing piano, and for the longest time, from when I was 5 years old all the way until I was 18, I was going to constant piano competitions. And I would say once I became a teenager, that's when I started to get naturally bored with it, and I was trying to figure out exactly what else I wanted to do in my life. So I turned to sports. You know, I did baseball and I did football. I'm
Well, your
disappointed.
audio keeps going out, buddy. I mean, not Will, Robbie. We're having the same issues, man. Oh, and we lost him again. Um, we tend to have little problems with Robbie. I think it was because he was connected to Bluetooth and we weren't supposed to do Bluetooth again. How you doing, Robbie? Better? Man, your audio just doesn't want to work. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I can't hear you at all, bud. Give us 1 second. Robbie's having some technical difficulties as well. But if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, don't hesitate to ask them. There's a chat there. There's a chat on the Riverside app. Go ahead and ask them, and we can actually bring them on screen. As well as if you go to the YouTube, you can ask your questions there as well. Or the YouTube channel. I say the YouTube makes me sound super old. But if you're watching from YouTube, you can actually ask your questions as well. You can direct them towards me. You can direct them towards Robbie. It is totally up to you. So, I guess back to what I was talking about. Back to stickball. uh, Hopefully we don't have the same issues with Ronnie because that seemed to have been having happening the other days as well. Is Robbie still in the? Did Robbie go back to the waiting room or did he leave the studio altogether? Okay. He'll probably go through the link as well. Sorry, everybody that thinks I'm talking to myself, I'm actually not talking to my producer. I can hear him. uh, but I guess going back to it, anyways, like I said, you could watch some of the stickball stuff on Disney. It's on Echo whenever they go through the flashback, and the guy who actually throws the ball up is Mike himself. So happy birthday, Mike! And like I said, everybody who's interested in coming and playing and throwing with us, just let us know. Come out, try it out. You could try the original version, which I find the original is always better. You play with two sticks instead of one. The net is a lot smaller, and you're actually not throwing it into a goal. You're throwing it at a goalpost, and there's a goalie there, and that's usually what I tend to play. But your goal is to hold your sticks up, try to become cover the pole as much as possible to prevent the other team from throwing and hitting the ball against the pole. Or what they can also do is they can also bring it in, and as long as they have both hands on their sticks with the ball in between the cups, they can touch the pole with the sticks, and that's also another way to score. Now the ball isn't too much bigger. I mean, the cups are probably like about this big right here. The ball's about this big right here. Traditionally, it's made with leather, deer leather, and of course, we have something weighted in the middle. Today, what we like to do is, unless it's an official game, we play with tape balls. So some people will take a rock, wrap it in napkins or paper towels, and then tape around it. But what I like to do is I like to do a styrofoam tennis ball. Oh, no, not tennis ball, golf ball. A styrofoam golf ball, cut it open, stick a lightweight inside of there to give it a little bit more of a weight to it, and then tape it closed. And that's one of the ways that I like to do it. We can also, weave it with, because that's how it's traditionally done, is it's weaved, uh, with deer leather. But we like to weave it with paracord. Works really, really well. Looks really nice. Gets dirty. Definitely something that you don't want to use all the time, but the tape ball is actually good for disposable, I guess. Let me see. I appreciate you guys watching. I see that we do have people watching, and thank you guys for joining us. Do you guys have any questions for me? Uh, things that I've been on, stuff like that. I was in a video pretty recently, and I actually do want to give a shout out to it. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab it. I just didn't think that I was gonna have time. I'm gonna be doing a viewing of this for my birthday on Friday, but Legend of the Donkey Lady. It is a video put out by Marcus Davia of Lions Act Productions. I have a role right at the beginning, and it is pretty cool. Now, there are different ways that I got into. Hey, Pete, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today, Pete. It's out of Dallas, and thank you for being here today, buddy. uh, I have a lot of friends on here. Marcus and Sabrina, they're pretty good people. They're good friends. Marcus likes to give some, give chances to newcomers as well, and so it's pretty cool. I did go down to San Antonio in order to film it. I've been to San Antonio multiple times because his had a couple of media mixers as well. And I did a small scene for his other film coming up called The American Coyote, which he talked about on when he was doing his episode during our veteran special. So, anyways, some of the other projects I did start out in background with background work. I started off, and like me and Robbie were talking about, was out in Bass Reeves. I actually didn't really care to start. It was more or less Amy. She wanted to do acting. She had actually been wanting to do acting for a while, and I bought her this program, about a year before then, to start doing some of this stuff. It was more or less 9-9, an agency. Now, I don't recommend them. I don't endorse them because all they've really gotten her was the Cube Awards, and you had to pay to get in there. And so, you know, there was all of that. And then and then but who actually got us on screen was Legacy Casting. And it's mycastingfile.com. Again, I'm a little tired. At Stickball, we run around a lot, and it's been part of my, you know, exercise journey. Now, Legacy Casting has been responsible for a majority of my jobs that I've been able to get. They've sent my photos out to different ones. I picked up a lot of background jobs. Some of them I've gotten some pretty good screen time on. It's kind of still surreal to see yourself on screen. Like Landman, I did see myself on screen. I saw myself on screen for some of Bass Reeves, as well as I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I'm pretty close with some pretty good screen time if they didn't blur me out on 1923 that's coming up on Mo season 2 trailer. I actually made the trailer too. I'm standing right behind him, and so it was kind of cool. Some of the stuff that happened back then. I did have a broken rib whenever I was doing most the day that I shot for Mo season 2 in Houston. I had actually 3 broken ribs right here, and it was actually really really fun. So but continuing on, I've done a little modeling for Apple, but it's more Apple corporate training rather than Apple proper. Okay, and I'm pretty happy with the results that they've been able to give me. So, whenever Ronnie Hummel comes back on, we will be having a lot of when Ronnie Hummel gets here, which is our second guest, we will be going over a lot of what is required, what talent agents are looking for. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, we have Robbie back. So we can go ahead and let Robbie back in. Hello.
Hey, Lafayama.
Is back.
Hey, can y'all hear me next time? Am I going in and out anymore?
You're perfect.
All right, cool. So if it comes to a problem again, I have a plan B. I'll just go to a different location.
I gotcha. I really think that it was the. Oh,
But
yeah, I really think it was that Bluetooth.
sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I took the Bluetooth out, so I mean it should be all good for now.
Okay. So.
But so far, in my sense, nothing is like blocking out.
It seems to kind of get a little electronic towards the end. I mean, eventually, what I would like to do is I would like to try to set up in a studio so that way I can do one-on-one, interviews as well. That's still in the works and that's still in the future. But whenever we get there, um, it'll be a lot easier. Anyway, so you were telling us about your background and how you got into acting, and is gone. All right, there you are. But you have no audio
Oh,
now. Okay, there we go. Are you connected to Wi-Fi or anything? And we don't have audio still, buddy. And we are looking into, a different type of platform. So, hopefully we can run into less of these issues. We lost him again. However, maybe he'll be back. I think he's still got enough time to kind of just describe his uh, upcoming project, Stairway. I really want to get into that as well as some of his backstory because, like I said, he's got a very inspirational story. It's just trying to get him, I guess, a steady connection. We did the preliminary a while back, and we did it out of, he was in a parking lot, which is of all places, he was in a parking lot, but it was actually really, really good. So I may have to bring him back on after Ronnie's interview if he doesn't make it on within the next 10 minutes. So, anyways, what did I do? I started networking, and promoting and just kind of talking to a bunch of people. I'm a very happy go lucky person. I'm glass half full type of person. And, I like to have fun. I like to joke around on set. But whenever it's time to be serious, I am very serious and I'm ready to go. And so I did do a lot of background stuff. Right after right after Bass Reeves, I went on to do the morning of that Robbie was talking about, and that was pretty fun. That was by Mercedes Alonso, and it's going to film festivals. Legend of the Donkey Lady is about to go to film festivals as well, and it is or it's already been submitted, so pretty cool. So did the morning of. Anyways, moving on. What did I do after that? I did the photo shoot stuff for Apple, which is Apple Corporate. It's not going to be on any of their advertisements or anything. You won't be able to see it, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to see it. But it is going to be on the corporate and training videos. So if anybody of any of my listeners actually, you know, work at Apple or go through the training or anything, please let me know. It should be on the brochures, some of the training videos. I would love to get my hands on that. That would be amazing. And so, the other things that I have going on is, you know, I went out to Capernaum. I've done a lot of stuff there. Actually, I found that I made the trailer for the Deaf Jesus film by Deaf Industries. Oh, hey, Robbie.
Hey, am I going in and out anymore, or I
I hear you steady right now.
tried? All right.
Do what? You're in and out again. Yeah.
Wait. Uh,
Man, I might just have to bring you in the house one day and do your interview in person. You have to bring your tripod so that way we can use your phone as a secondary camera and we use mine as the primary camera with the mic. So, anyways, moving on. So Robbie was back for a second and then we lost him again due to audio issues. Robbie, are you back, buddy? And we're still having audio, man. I'm gonna have to bring you in sometime. I wonder why it worked so good the other day whenever, you were out in your car. I don't know why it worked so well then, and now we're having issues. I'm not entirely sure the reason why. You have absolutely no audio. Yeah, and we lost him again. Anyways, so after that, I did. Let's see, the November that I started acting. So it was like things just kept rolling in, and I kept getting request after request. Did a couple of commercials, did a couple of WinStar stuff. I found that honestly, the funny thing is, we will need to. Yeah, I'll probably need to move in. But anyway, so after that, I actually got into a couple of other projects too, where I was gonna have some speaking lines. However, then I got moved to the background. Then I guess the scene got cut altogether, which happens. It's something that happens in the media world. So I'm just glad I knew ahead of time. And so I just keep putting myself out there. I apply to all sorts of casting calls. I send in a whole bunch of auditions. This year, I'm already booked to be on, I think it's four different featured films. And I am also talking to three different ones. I started writing, one of the first things I actually got booked to be in that we did a sampler, but it was never released, is actually from Joshua Knight. And I'm not going to say the name of it just yet, but we did do a sample first episode. And after that, him and the writer separated, and he asked, "Hey, is there anybody else that knew anything?" And I was like, "I can write." And let's have him in the waiting room real quick, Will, if we can.
Oh, well, Fiamma, don't not giving up yet. I'm gonna do my plan in the meeting, and
Okay. Okay. He was back for a second, and then he was gone. What is that one? Bring you back another time, perhaps in person with Little Dog. Yep, probably. That may be what's going on. Oops. Okay, but anyway, so I started writing. We were gonna do episodes, do a TV series. However, I'm guessing that we just had so much stuff that was going on together that we ended up he is deciding to turn it into a feature film, which is going to be kind of cool. But it's going to be a slapstick comedy, and I'm going to be one of the writers. I've written quite a lot with it, and one of the ways that I like to write is because there's multiple of us on there that are going to be credited as writers, but Josh is the showrunner, and he's going to be directing as well because it's going to be his first project that he's going to be directing directly, if that makes any sense. Anyways, so I plan on bringing on some of the other co-stars from that show. I plan on bringing on a lot of other people. Now, coming up this Friday is my birthday, and I'm extremely excited about it. We actually have another show coming up on Wednesday. And right now we have Blank Canvas is confirmed as a guest. We also have what is his name? Sorry, I'm trying to think of it offhand because none of this was written down ahead of time. But we have Doobie B, he's a director, producer, cinematographer. He's also a rapper. He did a film called The Diamond Texter. He's going to be on, and I'm still waiting for confirmation from our third guest. Our third guest is going to be, well, it's supposed to be Mike Bone. However, that could change as of today. If it does, I do have a backup, and he is actually a country singer, and I will let you guys know for sure. The week after that, I do have DJ Kane, who is going to be coming on. If y'all don't, if the name sounds familiar, but you don't quite recognize it, that's because he is from the Cumbia Kings. He was lead singer of the Cumbia Kings for a while, actually. And so I'm super excited to bring him in. He's a really good friend of mine. He's an awesome guy. And the first time I met him was actually at a media mixer with Lions Act Productions. And the second time I met him, or no, it was at the Lions Act Productions Gala. That's what it was. After I got done filming Mo and or filming for Mo, and then I met him again at the media mixer, and that was actually really fun. I got to meet Vic Trevino, uh, from American Me and a lot of the older movies, as well as from the Machete movies. He played the officer that was helping him. I got to meet Adam Rocha out of the San Antonio film festivals. Got to meet AJ Rivas, comedian, really funny guy. And then I also got to meet well, I saw DJ Kane there again, and I was like, "Hey, you remember me? We met that one time." He's like, "Yeah, bro, I remember you." And I was like, "Hey, this is actually pretty cool." So, sorry, I don't just coming out there. If you guys have any other questions, please ask them. Is Ronnie Hummel in the waiting room? Will? Okay. Let me. Can you email her real quick? Will? Yeah. Let me see if I can also message Ronnie as well on Facebook, see if she's there. Actually, she didn't even look at my last message. Let me see if I can also email her, as she is very professional and she likes to email, which there's no problem with, because on big productions, whenever you do any big productions or you work on big productions, they all prefer the communication to be via email. And so, oh, there she is. She actually replied. Let's see. Will, she didn't get your email. Okay. I'm gonna send her the new link. She says she's trying to do the old link, but let me send you. We're gonna have to keep Robbie for afterwards. If you can communicate with him real quick, I will communicate with Ronnie. Sorry. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. It's opening a whole bunch of pages, kind of slowing down my internet a little bit. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties again. Ronnie, I am about to email this to you so that way you can go ahead and jump in with us. That is YouTube. That is email. There we go. If I can switch accounts, that'd be stellar. Well, at least my monologue went better this time, and you guys can see me on screen. So that's all a plus. uh, Hold on one second. I'm just waiting for this all to load. And Ronnie, I'm sorry I turned my phone on to do not disturb mode. And I do that so that way, because I use my phone as my webcam. Oh, I just saw this other email talking about sometimes it's best to keep her updated via cell phone. Give me one second, Ronnie. It's taking me a little time. There we go. And then paste. Oh, let's see if that works. That might not work because it says Facebook. Why does it say Facebook? Nope, that's probably not gonna work. Can you email her one more time? Will? Okay. Okay, you're on support with them, so that way we can get that taken care of. Thank you. I'm gonna tell Ronnie that my email is actually taking forever to come up because it kind of is. Let me see. Will is going to resend. Sorry about that, everybody. So apparently, it's taking a little while for. We are still having some technical difficulties here. She was trying to use the old link, and oh, there's Ronnie. I see Ronnie. Is she in the audience link? Will? Will. Let's close that right there and then reload this one. I think Ronnie's in the audience, or is she in the waiting room? Okay, she just said hello on the chat. Okay. And it's from your email, right? That's very wonderful. Okay. Can you reply to her comment in the audience chat? Because I think that's where she's at right now. Ronnie, if you're watching, it is in your email. It is from Riverside, and that is the link for tonight. And we will bring you on. Sorry, people. It looks like we're going to be going a little longer tonight than we planned. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan on bringing in Robbie Mitz in person, so that way I can do a one-on-one interview with him as well. I'll set up a couple of chairs. We'll make him a guest, and try to get our stuff taken care of from there. Okay. I appreciate everybody being patient and watching. I do see that we still have one person watching. So if you guys have any questions at all, okay, cool. She got it. She's gonna be here soon. Please, don't hesitate to ask. I can't stress enough that even, especially when Ronnie's here, Ronnie has a lot of. Okay, looks like whenever we get Ronnie here, she's going to have bunch of a bunch of knowledge that she can share with us, as well as a bunch of not information. Okay. Hey, Will, is anybody in the audience link for Riverside? Will? Okay, let me send it out to, because I know that there were a few other people that were interested, especially in seeing this. And let me share it. Okay, there we can share this one right here. Hey, thanks, buddy. Coming soon podcast. I'm gonna be having him as a guest here soon too. Spider. I appreciate everybody who shared it. Let me share it as well. I'm gonna share it again. And fine, because I know that she wanted to watch it too. Share it to everybody who is here. Send. And that is actually why I do want to have a studio setting, because I think that this is going to be a lot easier, and I would love to run this as, say, like a talk show, like a late night show, if you will, where I could sit down, interview people, have them come in, and we talk, we chat, we run it, kind of run a little bit more seamlessly. And then right at the end of the night, have either one of our guests or have a talent signed up to come in and close us out with some music. That would be amazing. That is a goal that I'm pushing for. And so, you know, hopefully we can get that going, okay? Ronnie's still trying to get in. Okay. I'm telling people that you are about to come on. Because I know that Debbie had some questions for Ronnie, and so and some comments. So I'm just trying to make sure that she gets it going as well, and she gets to ask her questions. Because I know that she had some, and she said that she was actually impressed by how much she had going on and oh, how many titles that she's been in. You know, Ronnie's been doing this for a very long time, and even whenever I started, she kept telling me stuff like, hey, fix your headshot. She's always trying to be helpful like that, which I do still need to get my headshots taken care of for my acting profile. It's just, we got a family of five. I'm doing this as well. It is a full time job. I just created the TikTok account. So if you get a chance, follow us on TikTok. It's TEWLD or TEW dot little dot dog. Okay. And so go follow that. I did set up the Instagram page as well. Now, what I plan on doing is I plan on taking a lot of these videos that we've recorded, splitting them up into sections, so that way I can upload them to TikTok, start promoting the show, start promoting, make it to where it's a little bit real that can be shared on Facebook, Instagram, raise more knowledge about this, pick up some sponsors. That would be amazing. Like I said, today's sponsor, peaceoflife.com. Now, yeah, pieceoflifeshop.com. Okay. Now, if you go there, use code Jesse15. That is the name Jesse, Jesse, with the number 15. So if you go over there, they have a great uh, stuff that can be sent. It can be mailed straight to your house, and it does have this right here. Like I said, UPS does send it. So even the distributors, they said that whenever it first started happening, he noticed that the boxes were cut open and then they were resealed because they were double checking it and they were making sure that, hey, it's legit. And so the fact that it was legit let them know that, hey, I can go ahead and send it through. It's completely legal. So it is legal. You may notice that your package may be opened, but they're going to reseal it again and send it to you. There's nothing they can do about it. So that is actually really cool. Something that you don't have to worry about. And not only that, uh, he's actually been pulled over by the police too. The thing that helps out that's really cool is the QR code. The QR code, they scan it. It shows a picture of the product that's inside, as well as all of the stats. If you look here, it is 0.3%, which is legal here in Texas. However, the A is where the difference is. And so the A is 27% on this one. This one's Blue Dream. And it's a beautiful, it's beautiful flower, you know. What you do with it is up to you. I cannot tell you what you can or cannot do with this. It is totally up to you, and it's for consenting adults. And so if I go to it, yep, actually, yep, peaceoflifeshop.com. So peace, Peace, of OF, life, LIFE, shop, SHOP.com. Use code Jesse15, JESSE15. Now, it does ask you to make sure that you are over 21 years old before you can go in. And what they have is they have flowers, they have some pre rolls, they have concentrates, I believe. Pre rolls, and they sell business to business, so bulk, wholesale. If you have a shop, a smoke shop, a head shop, or anything like that, it is perfectly legal to sell in your shop. Provide a receipt for it. Now, where most shops tend to go wrong is they don't include this right here. They scoop it out of a big old bucket and they give it to you in this little sealed up package that is not able to. Sorry, I see Ronnie. So Ronnie's having issues with her camera, saying that her computer is not there. Right. Okay. I may have to. Well, Ronnie's close around here as well too. I may have to plan on bringing her into the shop, into the shop, into this location in order to start doing my podcast. I'm gonna probably have to do an in-person. Right. Okay, I may have to do an in-person interview with Ronnie as well. Uh, no, it's okay, Ronnie. Don't worry about it. What I may do is I may actually. This time river says is not very good. Yeah. She says that she could see herself on camera. Is she in waiting room, Will? Whenever I was, yeah, whenever I had her, whenever we did her show last time, I did get that notification, and then after a while, it let me know that she was actually on. on the site, but it took a little while before I noticed that. Yeah, I'm a little frustrated with it as well, and it'd be cool if you actually lived a lot closer, because then we could just use your camera and everything, and we just upload it directly ourselves. For everybody who doesn't know, my producer is up in Ohio. That is actually where Will is. And if you go back to our New Year celebration where we had Debbie Polson as well as David J. Period Paul, we also had Will Byler. Will Byler is our director as well as our producer of the show. And he is the owner of Bell Ringer Film Productions, who is the production company behind our show. And so he is up in Ohio. So we are working with a remote director and producer. And I think that it would be a little, you know, let me try her. Okay, she's going to try her iPad, everybody. That sounds like a great idea. So I'm trying to get back into the waiting room. Yeah, we're having problems with with a couple of our guests, actually. Like I said, I do want to turn this into a full talk show. I want to have a scene set up to where we can run music, where we can run our guests in person. If they join us remotely, it'd be awesome to be able to set up like maybe a green screen that they can join us remotely on video. That would be amazing. But at the moment, this is what we have. So we're going to be trying a new platform coming soon, and we just found out about it not so long ago. And thanks for the recommendations, Debbie. So we are going to try that. It's going to be SteamYard, because right now we use Riverside. And unfortunately, it seems like Riverside's having a lot of issues. At the time, for the price, Riverside was great, and it had worked great for us so far. It's just, I guess it's just declining as time goes by. It's just biding its time. But anyways, back to my sponsor. Yes, they have pre-rolls, then they have flour, okay? You can shop online. It says that it delivers within 1 to 3 business days, or no, 1 to 3 business days, 1 to 3 days. Some of the fastest that's there. And you know, one of the owners, I've actually known him for a very long time. Very cool guy. He has done a lot of audio stuff, audio work, has worked hard. And I gotta say, whenever he approached me saying that he wanted to sponsor me, sponsor my career, I was actually really surprised. And so I find it really, really cool that, you know, some of my friends, some of my old friends that are ties have been moving up. This is legal. I couldn't really think of it at the time, but I was just like, man, that is really, really cool. You know, I had to do my own research, and I advise everybody to do your own research. But yeah, after doing my own research, I was like, yeah, I'll push it. This is actually kind of cool. This is the first sponsor that, well, technically my second sponsor that I've come up with. My original sponsor that I had before was Enchilada Olays. Uh, you know, but I'm trying to get skinnier. I used to go over there. She would take care of us, and I'd give her names and everything. Huh. Well, iPad didn't seem to work. Rats. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch um platforms. So coming soon, we will not be doing Riverside anymore. I'm bummed as well, Ronnie. Ronnie says she's bummed. I'm bummed as well, and I'm sorry that this didn't get to work out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find a location. Okay. So did I. I really wanted you to be here because you're such a great person. You're a wonderful person. You're an inspiration for a lot of people. And, mhm, person. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I do have, well, I have access, but it's over here in Dallas. You know, I have a studio that we might be able to do, and they'll give it to us for a reduced rate. Uh, But yeah, so Texarkana or Oklahoma, it's probably medium way. Okay, so Ronnie is in between Dallas Fort Worth area. Yeah, sorry, I was talking. Okay, that'd be great. I thought you had some plans to possibly come out here to Texas. Will, did you? Okay. Well, eventually Will's going to be making his way out. I know it looks like I'm talking to myself, but I'm actually talking to my producer. But Will said that he does have plans are coming out this way, so eventually we are going to get that running. I do want to look for a location, and we will be using my phone for the primary camera to try to do our live. I might have them actually come here. Ronnie, I may try to have you come here and do a live sit with me in my place. Uh, Same with Robbie. But I'll get back to you guys on when that will be, okay? Let me go ahead and continue on. What I might do is at the end of the month, I might do an extra episode with a place for us to go, if not here. I did have Red come over here and he did do the show from here, which was a great show. And so I apologize, everybody. I've kept you guys on for an hour, talking a little bit about, talking a lot about me, talking a lot about stickball. But I'm gonna let you guys get back to enjoying your Sunday evenings. And I know that the kiddos have school tomorrow, so it is actually getting close to bedtime for them. I am going to call it an evening. Do you have anything else, Will? No. All right. Mhm. All right. Give me 1 second, okay? Right after this, we can go. We're gonna stop the recording here in a little bit. I just want to say one more time: peaceoflifeshop.com. This one's Blue Dream, and I will be doing some promos coming up, as well as having guests and getting reactions. Okay, so peaceoflifeshop.com. Code Jesse Jesse 15. All right, get a discount on your order. It'll be there between 1 and 3 days. So super fast, super quick, super convenient. It gets shipped to you. You don't have to make any stops anywhere. Okay. And that is going to be our show for today. So good night. Take care. And I'll be making promo soon. All right. Let's go ahead and cut it. Sounds good. Hey, Robbie.